Okay, folks, this is Wands or whatever. Figured I'd make a really quick video on macros and using them in crafting in Final Fantasy XIV. Really quick, as you can see, I've got my blacksmith right here. She's just been blacksmithing around. Show y'all a quick example of what I've been doing. Just go in your crafting log, pull up whatever that you've been crafting. I've been crafting iron rings lately. Click synthesize, and you've got this little hotkey down here that I made, and that's my macro, so I'm just going to click it really quick, and then she just makes the whole thing for me. A few notes, we'll get into the actual macro creation later, but I just want to let y'all know there are sometimes you should use macros and times you shouldn't use macros. Firstly, the primary reason to use macros, not quick synthesis, is quick synthesis just gives you like a shitty amount of experience. I don't even know how much less experience it is. But like, for example, I just got 727 experience out of that, and I really didn't even do a very good job. So if I quick synthesize this, I'm just going to synthesize 1. We'll see how much XP it gives me. Wow, 267. And that's a shitty amount considering I have 26,000 experience to get until I level up. So let's just jump into it really quick. To access your macro menu, you're going to go into your system menu right here, and bam, user macros. I'll just go through the whole process of making the macro. Firstly, your macros, I find that there are 2 or 3 different macros I'll have. I'll have a macro for something that has 40 durability, or one that has 70 durability. So let's just make a macro really quick. So you can click any one of these little buttons here and it'll just make the macro for you. Or you can begin making. You can click this little button up here to choose an icon. Right, so let's just go with this one, and we'll just call this test example 500, whatever, it doesn't matter. So now you can just drag it around and put it in your bar, but it doesn't do anything because we haven't given any commands yet. I'm not gonna give y'all a huge list of commands, but I'll send y'all. I'll put a link in the comments to a forum post that's really helped me out as far as different kind of commands go. But really quickly, let's just get started. So we're still sticking with the macro theme of the crafting theme. So we're gonna type /AC, which is short for action. You can also type in the whole word action, doesn't matter. Then in parentheses, you want to put the name of the ability you want to use. So we're gonna use basic synthesis. That's gonna be the first one we use. So you type basic synthesis, close parentheses. You're not done. I repeat, you are not done at this point. You still have to do this greater than sign or less than whatever the fuck it is, and then you type me, and then you close it. Okay, now you're done. So now, if we're in the middle of crafting, synthesize, and you just click the button, well, you know, she uses basic synthesis. So now we want to string that with other commands. So, wow, I just failed that. So the important thing to know, an important command to know, is the wait command. Because if you put every command just back to back to back, things are going to go bad. So let's see what that looks like. Basic touch, me, okay. So let's see, craft again. See, it tried running both of these at the same time. That's why I got that error message. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to go up into here. We're going to make a new line and type wait. Wait is a command where your character just waits for however many seconds you specify. I've heard you can do 2.5 seconds and do more than just whole numbers. But in crafting situation, the whole number is fine. You're really not saving that much time. And if you're in a DPS situation and you want a DPS macro that just maximizes your DPS, that's fine, and you might want to try it out, but I'm not actually quite sure if that's up. I've read conflicting stuff on it. Anyway, so using the wait command, we can get many commands to string together. Like right now, I'm just going to string a bunch of basic touches together and just continue making the macro. One thing to keep in mind though, as you craft, or as you make your macro, look down here at this number. This is, right now it says 6 out of 15. You have 15 lines in a single macro, maximum, okay? So in some cases, like I'll show you this macro up here, this is one of my alchemy macros that is just synthesizing some bullshit, but I'm reaching, like it's too long. Like I tried putting it all in one macro, but it didn't work, so I broke it up into 2 macros. So we have this one, and we also have this one part 2, which will finish whatever I'm working on. I also labeled 40, because that's how much durability how much durability the item will have whenever I use it. And then that just kind of takes care of everything. And it really simplifies the process, maximizes your experience for the short amount of time and attention you're putting into it. You can probably flip on Netflix or something and just keep clicking the macro and just going. A few notes, because the questions are going to come up. You cannot have a macro trigger another macro. So for example, if we go back into the macro menu and I try making a macro here at spot 15, that triggers these 2 macros, triggers this one, and then this one. It doesn't work like that. You cannot do that. Otherwise, you can make a massive macro that just triggers all 100 macros. So that's really just a quick and dirty breakdown of that kind of stuff. So we're going to exit out of here, finish this up, and see how I can't execute. It keeps trying, but it's not going to let me because I'm not synthesizing anymore. So anyway, I guess really quick after I execute this one, I'll show you what the finished product looks like. Okay, this is what my finished product looks like on Mastersmithing. It's exactly 15 lines long, which is cool. I don't need a second one. We start out by synthesizing, touching, Master's Mend, and then, this is kind of important, I put a steady hand in there for the crafting professions, so I guarantee that I finish. Right? So look at that. Like, I just got nearly 1,500 experience for just clicking a button. And I'm going to click synthesize again, and then I'm just going to click the button again, and that's it. Hopefully this makes some of y'all's grind easier through the crafting professions. If y'all want another video, like this is my first video ever, I don't know, I'm just bored. So if y'all want another video, just, I guess, let me know, and I'll just make one. Just tell me what subject you want. I'll try to answer questions or whatever. Anyway, fuck it. I'll talk to you guys later.